Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. It's your boy Q. Got my boy Hendrix over there to that side over there. And as you can see, we both is in the bed. I'm in the bed. He in the bed. If y'all in the bed, we all can be in the bed. Not together though, but we all can be in the bed. Good morning. What's up, bro? You feeling all right?
Yeah, be all right, man. This crazy weather in Texas, man. It's hot.
Ah,
It was 80 degrees 48 hours ago, man, in Dallas. It was like 80 degrees, and now it's like 30 something. My body is like, no, just no.
I thought about you when I saw the temperature was changing. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be one for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Temperature changes, on one. Especially, if y'all ever notice, especially when you have a temperature change right after a time difference change. That's a lot of stress on your body. That's a lot of stress in the mind, for people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just really, really wish that they go ahead and just cancel daylight savings time. I don't think it'll affect too much, but I just really think everybody just need to stay on the same damn time, and just be through with it, except for the time zones that don't really change, and so I'm just like really hoping that they really get rid of that shit.
I think this supposed to be the last year of it. I think that's what they had decided. It's either this year or next year. One of them. It's supposed to be ending soon.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, sis. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. She said my body is just hurting this damn weather. Yeah, the weather, weather got my allergies all tripping. I mean, yeah. Yesterday, I was feeling the wind and it's feeling the weather was coming on in. That sucker hit my bed too.
That just means you need to go to the dentist, dude.
That means I need to go to the dentist, but it hit my bad tooth. Everybody that's black from the hood got at least one bad tooth. At least one. Reggie, you're not from the hood. You just you hood adjacent, but you're not from the hood. We went to school in the hood.
Out hood adjacent, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
you hood adjacent, man. Yeah, but for real, like like a lot of times my allergies they drain in my gums. And so I have to, I have like oil rinse and stuff that I have from the dentist and stuff like that, to keep that from happening. But see, if you don't be on it, if you don't, mouthwash with it, and create a regimen for it, it don't do any good. And so I ended up pulling it out, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that because I felt it coming, I just felt it. And I was like, dang. And so it is what it is. I can still eat though. Whatever
Yeah.
needs to be ate, I can still eat. We got a show for y'all. We got a show for y'all. I talked to Mo, everybody. Mo is feeling a lot better. I think she might be on today to talk some noise. Yeah, it just depends. But bro, real quick. I got on this show. I want to go and get started with it. Let's talk about friends who violate their boundaries.
Mm.
Friends who violate their boundaries. So I'm gonna paint a scenario for you because this actually happened. Okay. I'm gonna paint a scenario and I want you to tell me what you think. And then we got, of course, the letter coming up, y'all. Um, um, my wife borrowed money from my best friend. We got that coming up real quick. Yeah, it's a trip too. And we'll also talk about the Thanksgiving do's and don'ts. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that first. Because Reggie, usually you goes off a tangent every time we do the Thanksgiving and the Christmas do's and don'ts. So let's talk about the Thanksgiving do's real quick. Thanksgiving do's. What on your brain? What
No,
when you do Thanksgiving do's?
know your role. Know your dish. Know your role. That's the do. You know your dish. Know your role. Because look here, if you can't cook and you assigned to bring And ain't nobody saying you just can't cook. That's not what we saying. We saying you can't cook to a level that to feed the masses, and where the masses are happy. Now you can feed your household, and that's cool and fine. But if you're assigned to bring cups and plates and drinks and ice, play your role. Play a role. Cause see, you could be fancy with it and get the Dr. Pepper and the Coke and the Pepsi and the Sprite, and instead of this Dr. Thunder and lemon lime and orange soda. You know what I'm saying? You play your role in that part, right? You do it up, you know. You get real fancy with it, and don't get the 16-ounce bottles, no, or the 20-ounce bottles. You go get the little 8 to 12 ounce bottles. That's real fancy. That's single serve size. You go get a bunch of those, right? But you get the name brand stuff. Get the bottle so people can reseal it, drink. Do it up. Don't sit up here and buy cans of Dr. Thunder. No, we don't need that. And don't do no extra stuff. Like if you supposed to bring potato salad, make the potato salad. You know what? I'm not gonna even go there because if you was assigned potato salad, you already know your role. You know you ain't supposed to put extra stuff like raisins and carrots and apples in potato salad. I don't know what y'all be thinking. I don't know. Cause here's the thing, like, there's some things that work out, cause like my cousin one year, she did something a little different, but she had a backup plan, right? She made the yams and she put marshmallows in the yam. I'm looking at this like, cuz what you doing? Like who you been around? Who done told you to do this? Now she sprinkled a little nutmeg and brown sugar on them, and it was like, okay, this might could work. This might could work. But she had a backup plan with the yams, and she made them normal. See, you put your brain in there, and you think a little bit, right? You
Right.
know. See, Alicia talking about she know her role. I'm too cool as in. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm
Right.
talking about. Baby. You play your role, cause I know my role, right? All right, look. If we having an event, I know. Hey, they tell me, hey, you need to make a drunken turkey, Reg. I got you. I got you. I'm not finna sit up here and go, oh well, no, I'm gonna instead of me going and buying or getting, I'm not finna go get a honey baked ham. I know honey baked ham go hard. Don't get me wrong, but I was assigned turkey. That's what my role was. And that's what's wrong with you. You don't play your role. You gotta know your assignment. And you
That's
wonder
right.
why your life in chaos because you don't know your role and you don't know your assignment. And you ain't playing your role. I'm sorry, you done got my pressure all up this morning. I ain't even feeling good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Miss Montgomery, she said, this boy said, get fancy with the soda plates, cups. Well, damn. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you, I talk to my mom about that shit all the time. If you're going to get the paper plates, get the good paper plates because, people going to get more than one plate because, one Thanksgiving meal is two plates, whether you don't know it or not. You got your ham, potato salad. If you like yams, I don't even eat yams, but if you like your yams, greens. You got your cabbage. If your family Cajun, you probably got some gumbo. You probably got a ball. You got a whole lot of stuff going on. Dressing, all of that, all of
Get
that
them,
good food.
get them sturdy plates, not the ones that get soggy and fall apart. See, you got to get the
Yeah,
sturdy plates to where it can handle a little extra juice in there. Because if you do it right, them greens be juicy. You got to then your gravy. You got to take all this into account, right?
right,
You
right. My
can't get
bad.
them
My phone
$2
going on.
plates and where you get 100 of them for $2. Them don't work for Thanksgiving and Christmas. No, them might work for your backyard barbecue with the little people, but that ain't gonna work for Thanksgiving or Christmas. No, you can't do that.
Miss Montgomery said, God says, stick to your assignment. Listen, let me tell you something. To go along with what Reggie just said, when you not only sticking to your assignment and staying in your lane, staying in your role, but do me a favor. Can everybody, when you're on your way to your Thanksgiving, help the people clean up when you get through eating? Don't leave your shit everywhere. Don't let your kids leave their shit everywhere. help pick up a plate. Help throw some of that stuff away. Clean up behind your kids. You know what I'm saying? If your kids make a mess, help clean up behind your children. You know what I'm saying? Clean up behind yourself. And can I do me one more favor? Listen, don't. No, we ain't on the don'ts yet. We're not on the don't. We're not on the don't. So do me a favor, yeah. Help clean up. Help clean up
Yeah.
your mess when you there. Help you clean up the mess,
And
whatever the
and
case
here's
is.
here's the other part. Show up on time.
Oh, Rich, I ain't gonna say nothing about that one because I'm always late.
No, look, no, show up on time because people get mad. Now I know my family. I know my family. If we say dinner is at 2 o'clock, dinner's at two Thanksgiving dinner, because you do Thanksgiving dinner early, right? Because you want to sit down and catch the football game. Everybody know this. It's a routine. Dinner's at 2 o'clock. That don't mean show up at 3:30, black peoples. That's not what
Yeah.
that means, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if we say dinner is at 2 o'clock, you best believe at 2:05 we saying grace.
Wow. Well, yeah, I don't think we ever have dinner on time. Ma set the time. She say, y'all be over here at 1:30, 2 o'clock, no later than 3. We pile up in there, 2:45, 3:15. That kind of deal because most people probably catching the game. They got that going on if the game is on. And then too, my mama likes to eat as food comes. So like if I'm bringing mines or whatever, then mama like she likes to bite or eat what I make. And she says, put me something on the plate. My mom eats as the food comes. And so we always been late. We ain't never been on time, Rich. I I I I was late to the damn tailgate, and your dad said, "What you bring?" I said, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, I brought this. This is what I got. I got this."
We only got
Yeah.
we got two rules at the tailgate, dude. You bring something, don't come empty handed, and no pictures up under the tent.
No,
That's
no
it.
people on the tent. That's right, sis. Always help clean up. Always
Yeah. Always
help
help
clean
clean
up.
up.
Always help clean up. And Reggie said, "Be on time. Be on time." I guess I can give you another one. um, can you make sure that y'all dress appropriately when you come to the Thanksgiving meal? I don't want to see the ghetto aunties this year coming up in there, looking like me, got on your rag, when you walk in, talking about you got to go back home to get dressed because you just trying to get the food over here. Okay, start cooking at nighttime, get dressed, and stay. You know, that bothers me when your family come, all y'all sitting down, y'all having a good time, and everybody got on clothes except that one auntie or that one mama walk up in there with her hair rollers in her head, or she got her swoop do done. She still got it wrapped up and got a little piece of something hanging with a house coat on and some slippers. Something, I'll be back later. Don't do that. When you get to the dinner, have a nice time with your family, then go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. When you get
I'm
there,
gonna say this.
stay. Huh?
Just dress appropriately, dude.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be like, dress appropriate. It ain't the club scene, right? You ain't but for the fellas, button down shirt, some slacks or some jeans, some nice shoes. And I ain't call them out. You ain't gotta do tennis shoes. You can do tennis shoes, you can do dress shoes, but just look decent, because it's gonna be a family event, and you gotta remember that the older people like taking photos and seeing everybody. For the
Yeah.
ladies, don't this ain't the time to have, this ain't the time for your freakum dress. Say the freakum dress, because that freakum dress you can ball it up and put it in your purse, and you can change.
Miss Montgomery said my family always got that selfish person that will come late on purpose so nobody won't eat their cake and pies. They will show up late and sneak their dessert on the back of the table, hoping nobody see it so they can take it all back home.
Wow.
That's some
Wow, we
trifling
don't
shit. That's
yeah,
trifling.
that's yeah, wow. Now, see, this is what you do, right? I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what you do. What you do is, if like, I have an aunt. Her dressing is off the chain. Her dressing is so off the chain, bruh. Some people will have their first plate at Thanksgiving dinner with nothing but her dressing. That their whole first plate is full of her dressing, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll go back and get other stuff. So, you know, this is what you do. If you know you got that fire, and this is why it's so important to stay in your lane. You know you got that fire dish that everybody like. You don't make one, you make two. You make two big ones because everybody gonna do what? They're gonna take to go plates,
That's
right?
right.
That's Thanksgiving. You take a to go plate. You got to. That's the rule. You can't leave Thanksgiving dinner. You don't show up empty handed. You don't leave empty handed.
That's right. That's
So
right.
you got to make a backup because that's just what it is. That's always what it is. You got to do that.
Absolutely. And y'all keep in mind, we are talking about Thanksgiving do's and don'ts. So let's move to the don'ts real quick so we can get to the rest of this buffoonery we got going on this morning. Thanksgiving don'ts. Now, Reggie, I'm gonna let you start the Thanksgiving don't because this is usually where you go into the tangent. Now, I got a don't, but I'm gonna let you give your don't first. So what's
All
your
right.
first Thanksgiving don't?
Don't bring people to Thanksgiving dinner that ain't welcome.
That was my don't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't bring. And look here, for the people you trying to bring your new boo thing around for the holidays and stuff like that. That's cool and fine. But here's the thing: you might want to introduce them to your immediate family first. So
Yeah,
at least your mom, your dad, your siblings got. Oh, that's that's their boo thing. That's the where they can have. Don't bring a brand new person to a huge family because it's black people. No, it ain't just. It's usually not just one family. It's just not the parents and the kids. It's it's the parents, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, the distant cousins, all of that mixed all in together, right? And you got this new person that don't know nobody, and then they in a house full of strangers. Don't do that. Don't do that to
right,
nobody. Yeah,
right.
see, and that's another thing, Denethia. Don't be trying to hide and preserve nothing that you bringing for Thanksgiving dinner. No, that's the don't. Make extra. If you know your shit fine, make extra. Don't do that. Don't be having people looking saying, "What happened to all the potato salad? What happened to all the macaroni and cheese?" Don't do that. See, and I know in my family, it's one thing that will not last for nothing. It's the banana pudding.
Oh,
Oh,
Shimmy,
yeah,
our heart still go out to you. She says,
yeah.
I'm doing the whole dinner this year without my mom's help.
Hurt.
I can't imagine that for real.
Yeah,
Now,
that's a hurt one right there.
yeah, prayers to you, sis. Like for real. Like my mom and my grandmother, they made me cook growing up, and so it was hard enough to get used to Granny not being in the kitchen on those holidays, trying, making me carry this, mix this, that's too much of this, that right there are moments and precious moments that you can never get back, and so I just want to make sure, that we keep you in our hearts and keep you lifted in our prayers. Seriously, for real, for real. Miss Montgomery say, "Who not welcome at the dinner?" Well,
Oh, who not welcome at the dinner? See, I wasn't
who's
gonna
not
go there.
welcome at the dinner? Who
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 not
ain't welcome
welcome
to
at
the
the dinner?
dinner?
Oh, okay. You know that one I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna get into great detail. I'm gonna just say that one strange person in the family. Everybody know who I'm talking about. That person that you can't leave the little kids around. That don't they
Mm-hmm.
not invited. They no. You bring them a plate later on. You say, hey, you know what? We'll bring you a plate, but you don't need. Nope, nope.
And can you do me a favor? Speaking of
Don't do
people,
no weird shit like this. Sour cream don't belong in macaroni and cheese. That don't. No. Look here. Make the dish you supposed to make. Don't do no extra shit. Don't do no extra shit. If you know you can't cook, we done already went through this. You don't do no extras. Now, if you want to say, hey, I want to try out this new recipe, Thanksgiving and Christmas is not the time to do that. You do that Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. That's when you bring out the new shit.
Miss Montgomery said my cousin brought his ex-wife to Thanksgiving dinner one year, and she got roasted. Notice I said his ex. See, that's another thing too. I was just about to say that too, honestly. Now, you know damn well, don't be bringing your exes up into the Thanksgiving dinner. First of all, I'm just trying to figure out who wants their ex Thanksgiving table, sitting with them. Unless if y'all co-parenting, if it's for the kids, if it's something like that, work that out. Sometimes, people split, they time with their kids if they're co-parenting. One parent go, one kid go Thanksgiving, the other they come over there for Christmas. They flip flop out, or daddy may pop up, to pop, give the child this or whatever. But don't be bringing y'all experimental pieces and shit to the holiday function. Now listen, exes, we know it's out the picture. I don't give a damn how cool y'all are. Keep your ex away, because
You know what that is, Q.
I
You
know
know
what
what
that
that is.
is.
You know what that is. They gonna get some that night. That's why the ex is there. They got some the night before and probably gonna get some that night. That's all it is.
Wait a
Let's just
minute.
be real.
What is it about the holidays that make you want to screw your exes? I'm trying to still figure that out. Now, I haven't had that feeling in about 3 years. Okay, but 3 years ago, 3 years ago, it may have been a little. The devil's on my shoulder.
That's why you need to go to that house party, Q.
The next thing don't need to do at the Thanksgiving dinner. Listen, park your cars correctly. Park your cars correctly. No, nobody got time to be going into the house about who parked their car here. You know damn well she can't drive. You listen, don't park your car right, because y'all don't need to be getting into it about who car is out of place. And do me a favor, when you get your ass in the house, wash your damn hands. Not in the kitchen either. Take your behind to the bathroom and wash your hands before
No,
you
wait,
touch
Q. Q, well,
anything.
hold on. I agree with you. Wash your hands. Now, the part that I don't agree with you, if you're in the kitchen serving, those are the people that's okay to wash your hands in the kitchen.
Yes. Yes.
Those people that's in the kitchen serving, you damn keep washing your hands continuously in that kitchen, sweetie. Do your thing, But yeah, you gotta wash your hands, because like this, and this is why I say it. Like everybody be laughing, talking about dinner at 2:05 we saying grace. During that 5 minute period, what you think people doing?
That's right.
Because when
That's
we
right.
wash our hands first, then we all hold hands and say grace together. And then after that, you put a little sanitizer on there. And this is before COVID. This is how my family got down. We always
Mm-hmm.
got down. You had a little sanitizer thing out there. After we say grace, you get in line, and at the beginning of the line, it's a huge bottle of hand sanitizer. Squirt, squirt, rub, rub, and keep it pushing.
That's right. That's right. Miss Shimmy said, "Don't mess up the holidays with experimental dishes. Please
I
don't.
said that. I said that.
Please
Don't do
don't.
that.
Don't show
That's
up.
what
Don't show up at Thanksgiving with a orange cobbler because you done felt like you want to make a cobbler out of oranges. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't hurt people
you,
like that. Don't do that.
you get your approval for holidays. Tell you where you get your approval for holidays. Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. That's where you get your approval for a dish for the holidays. If it don't get approved during one of those three events with the family, don't show up Thanksgiving or Christmas with that bullshit.
That's right. Miss Montgomery said, "No, they was on some we talking again ish." Mm. But even if the ex, if y'all, let me tell you something. If you done dogged your ex out to your family, or if your family know a little bit about y'all history, don't invite them to the dinners and the functions. because your family gonna always stick with you, and then they're gonna talk about your ass behind your back because they're gonna feel like you dumb for going back to them. So yeah, don't do that. And speaking of wait a minute, hold on. Shimmy say what? My exes always seem to pop up uninvited. All their faces gonna be crushed this year. Well, I mean, Shimmy, y'all fist to walk down the altar, ain't you? I'm just, I'm starting a rumor and I'm putting it in the atmosphere for you. Yeah, Miss Shimmy. And when y'all get married or things go well, I need an invite. Okay, I need an invite. I need that invite. I need an invite. I need to. I got some clothes I need to put on. Clothes I need to wear.
I'll be honest, I'll send you a gift, but chances are I ain't gonna show up. And it ain't got nothing to do with Shimmy. I just don't show up for events like that. Unless I'm just really, really close to you. People know me. I'll send you a gift. But I'm not like my friends, like I have some friends from college that have had weddings and I didn't show up. Like I'll send you a gift, but like we wasn't that cool because like I'm not gonna see your wife and I'm not gonna see her on a regular basis. So I send you a gift though. I got you on the gift, but just showing up, I ain't gonna do that. Like I
Yeah,
went to St. Lucia for my boy wedding. Why? Because that's my boy. Like we kick it. So like I'm gonna have to see that lady. I'm gonna have to know her name. So I'm gonna show up there. Yeah, but like if I don't see you, I'll send you a gift. Yeah, it ain't nothing personal, people. Don't take it no personal. I don't mean no harm. Cause I don't like getting dressed up. That's the only problem. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't like getting dressed up.
that's right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Miss Montgomery said, "Yes, Lord." Taking up two spaces and blocking the neighbor's driveway. Don't do that shit,
No.
especially in the hood.
And here's the other thing. If you know you got a nice ride that you don't want nobody touching, you need to get there early and park in the driveway. You don't want
Or
nobody
don't
hitting
drive
your
that
car,
car
nothing like
out.
that.
Drive the other.
Don't drive another car in. Don't pull out your super fly ride. Because I'm be honest, like this was okay. We got some people in the family that got nice cars and they got it rammed up, system up, and everything. And then they wanna do like extra and take up like 2-3 parking spaces. Don't do that.
Right,
Don't do
right.
that. Or park in
Another
the back.
another Thanksgiving. Don't do me a favor. Start cooking on time. Start cooking on time. What is on time?
The
The
day
night
before.
before.
The day
I don't
before.
want your food if your food is 2, 3 days old. Do not get your ass up on a Monday talking about you cooking your greens and you gonna serve it on Thursday. It's okay if they froze, but don't even do that. Pick your greens, get your shit ready Tuesday, get everything ready, organized, set up Wednesday. Start cooking Wednesday night. Have it sitting up, ready, refrigerated and fresh for Thursday. So the only thing you got to do is warm it up. That's it. And listen, if you're gonna be playing music, because you don't have your children sitting at the grown folks table. That's another thing. Have them kids with their grown asses sitting at the kids table or sitting in the kids area so they can eat. So they won't be in your conversation when you talking about how Desiree and Bucky done got into it before they got here, and y'all already heard how Bucky was whooping Desiree's ass, but she kept going to him anyway because y'all say she like knuckle sandwiches. Okay, sit the children in the children's place. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to do. When I was growing up, I could not sit at the adult table. I had to sit where the kids was. So don't sit them children that they manage ass. Sit them kids over there over at the kids' table so they can go ahead and, talk about kid shit. I guess. Let me
Yeah.
see.
And here's the other thing. One more thing. Don't one more thing. Um, if you're going to be playing music, don't play things with a lot of curse words. You got to remember the
Yeah,
environment you're in, right? This is the time you pull out. This is why classic music like the Isley Brothers, the Ohio Players, stuff like that is golden because everybody can listen to it, everybody can vibe off of it. You want to play some up to date, play the clean version because you can't even play Beyonce no more.
Miss Shim said her ex is gonna be crushed this year when they come to the party. Miss Shimmy, why is your ex still doing pop ups at your house? What kind of 199 you got between your legs that they keep coming to your house? It, you know, help me out with that. Put that in the comments. I want to know why they keep coming over there to your house. Oh, so y'all gonna do a destination? Okay, I need to know so I can get my tickets ready and together. Our wedding is on the beach. Who the fuck dressing up? That's fine
Well,
too.
Shimmy, you know what? I'm down then. I'm down then because
If it's on the
I
beach,
don't,
yeah,
yeah,
I can do that. I can do that. Miss Shim said, I'm so glad we don't have those kid problems in my family. They eat outside. Kids are supposed to eat outside, really. I mean, well, no, let me take that back. Kids are supposed to go outside, you know what I'm saying, after they eat. You know what I'm saying? You feed them, let them go run that shit off. So by the time y'all get ready to have y'all libations and stuff like that, y'all be able to, do your thing.
look, this is one more do. This is one more do, and we can end this and go on. Look here, for the person with the libations in the trunk, consolidate it all in one trunk.
Wait a minute, because okay, Reggie, but you gotta understand though, especially when you get around the cousins,
Mm-hmm.
y'all ain't seen each other in a minute. Y'all done went through the whole goddamn year. Some of y'all done seen each other at a couple of funerals. Some of y'all done seen a couple of each other, around the way, whatever, birthday probably. It's Thanksgiving. All the cousins come in. You know how it is when, especially all y'all the same age. When the fellas come, everybody got something in the trunk.
Look
Everybody
here,
got something in the trunk. And you
look,
got to
look.
go to each one of them to get what you want.
Consolidate into one trunk, and when you take that trip to the store, everybody know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to go into detail. When you take that trip to the store, let the windows down.
That's right. Miss
Keep the
Montgomery
windows.
said, oh, go ahead, bro. Say it again.
Yeah, keep the windows down when y'all go to the store. The cousins, y'all know what I'm talking about. Keep the windows down, and wait about 20 minutes. When you get back, wait about 20 minutes before you come in, because everybody know. Just or stand outside for about an hour. Just air out a little bit. Don't come back in. We ain't got
Woo.
to go into great details. We know. Just air out a little bit.
Miss Montgomery said the kids go in the back room. I don't give a damn, even if it is 2022. Child stay in child's place. Yeah, put some kids in the back somewhere. Miss Shim said because I got that L99.
Mhm.
Really? Okay, L99. You making them niggas ill walking over there. We now, Mister, right now, current Mister. I hope he don't get that same syndrome and you add him to the chain link. Well, I guess this motherfucker gonna show up at 12:15. Damn, right on the money. What took you so long? Shimmy saying all the kids outside the liquor women, all the liquor will be at the bar because my brother has a full bar. Okay. She also says our trip to the store be right in the yard. We a Stowe family. We a Stowe family too, somewhat. No, we're not. No, we'll go to the stove family. Now, sometimes we can be the stove, but no, we'll go to the stove. And that's another don't. And we're going to move on. Mama, daddy, grandma, auntie, uncle. Stop waiting till your nieces, nephews, sons, daughters get to your house and then make them go to the stove. Stop doing that shit. That shit is irritating. Like the hell, I want to be up in Family Dollar on Thanksgiving Day and the line out the goddamn door, especially in the hood, ain't shit left.
Look here.
Stop doing that. That hurt my feelings.
Look, you know
No, they ain't
what?
got no ice. No, they ain't
Look,
got no cranberry sauce. No, they ain't got nothing like that. Hell no.
look. Everybody learn. I'm not the one that asked to go to the store on a holiday. Cause I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask you, wait, is your legs and your hands broke? You got gas in your car? There you go. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
that's
That's what
right.
y'all taught us growing up, right? Handle that
That's
shit.
right. Miss Montgomery said, yeah, because they come back from the store lit like a mug. Let me tell you something. When we say we're going to the store, it's usually in the backyard, it's in the alley. We gonna do our thing, then go to the store so we can air out, then come back.
But see, Q, you gotta remember, like, my family be out in the country, right? So we be out in the country. So it take you about a good 30, 40 minutes just to go to the store and come back. So you gone for an hour and a half. It ain't nothing abnormal.
That's true. Miss Shimmy, you right. Q sound irritated. You the one going apparently. Listen. Next topic. Let's just go on to the next topic. What the hell happened to Mo? What the hell did Mo go to? Where did she go to?
Mm.
What? No, one more. She said she was eating breakfast. Okay, Shimmy, hang on for a second. I'm gonna have to switch up. I'll do it in a second. I got you. So check this
I got
out.
it, Q.
You
I
got
got
okay.
it.
So let's talk about friends who violate their boundaries. Let's talk about that. We talked about this before, but I just want to dive into this real quick. No, you know what, Reggie? Let's take a break. We've been in 37. Let's take a real quick break because, and I think that the letter actually would talk about tying into boundaries. So I'm gonna read the letter, and then when I read the letter, we're gonna talk about it, and then we talk about our last topic, and that is why is Texas still red? Why is Texas still red? Is there a simple solution for Texas not being still red? Do you know, Reggie? No, no bullshit. I did. I looked at the numbers. Over from 2000. I mean, from the election. We have the election. We had the election win 2000. What 20? Is that when Biden
2020.
got elected? Oh, let me get Shimmy. Hang on. Good morning, Miss Shimmy. How you?
I'm good. I got a fresh do, so I was able to, my edges is slick down. You know what I'm saying? I could
Mm-mm,
jump on.
Hang on, Shimmy. So Reggie. So between 2020, right, and 2022, right, there was a 89% decrease in voters voting for the governor's race. 89%.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something. That's saying something. That's saying something to me. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Shin, we're gonna take a real quick break. I'm gonna read the letter. My wife borrowed money from my best friend. We're gonna read that. And then when we come back and stuff like that, we're gonna catch up with Miss Shimmy, see how she doing, check on her and all the good stuff. We're gonna go into the letter and all that stuff. So y'all hang on real quick. Let me find the video I want to play. I'm gonna play Reggie's video. And yeah, don't take your ass nowhere. Just stay right there. Yo, welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, this is Magic Gas Entertainment. We are coming to you guys on Saturday morning. Today is the 12th of November. It is cold in Dallas. It is chilly outside. I got my girl Shimmy 2.0. She is right down below. My boy Hendrix is over there in the bed. I think all of us is in the bed. I love that shit. I love it. I love it. I love
Wait,
it.
I got a question. You ain't even in Dallas. How you know it's cold here?
Because y'all told me it was cold.
You on mute, Shimmy. Shimmy,
He
you on
got he
mute.
got the weather app.
No, he got it. No, see, Q got his background blocked up, so we can't tell where he at. He
I
probably
know
being a
where
little.
he at. I
He
know
probably
where
being a
he
little
at.
slut puppy somewhere. Ain't no telling where he
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
He telling us he in Houston. He probably all the way up in Des Moines, Iowa, somewhere.
I don't hear no
Being
voices
a
either.
fluff puppy in Des Moines, Iowa.
You could be a slut puppy anywhere. Destination
Q.
don't matter.
No, hold on, Q. You forget who you talking to. Like it would not like that whole New Orleans situation, New Year's Eve. I can cut through the bullshit.
Yeah. So when did you come down
Simon.
here?
Look. I'm gonna
That's
mind
why
my
he got the
business.
windows blacked out like that. So we can't see no background or nothing like that. You don't
That's why
see
I do all
no
my
kind
stuff.
of details.
Keep all of this the same. If you keep all of this the same, don't nobody have nothing to say. Just keep everything the same. Yeah. You need to get you a green screen filter in the back so that your background always stay the same.
That's
So people
right,
won't be
Timmy.
questioning your slut puppiness. But that's fine.
Um, but I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't been a slut puppy lately. I just been, I just been, um, I've been, well, I'm trying to find a good word for it. I've been planting seeds. That's what I've
That's
been doing.
worse.
No, it's not because I'm planting seeds in the event and hoping I receive an harvest. So I'm just planting seeds of trying to be a slut puppy
Wait,
with
in
several
other
other.
words, hold on. Now let me translate for everybody out there. What he
Right.
doing is he's setting up his new team for the holidays. So he getting his lineup ready for the season.
Now that I can understand. That I can get behind. I can
Yeah.
get behind that.
So so he had his new draft class come in and he getting them all
Hmm.
set up for the season. That's all it is. They going through training camp right now. It's all good before it's like you're pledging, right? So they done went to the smoker and they online right now. He ain't ready to present them to the world just yet. That's all it is. They
Well,
going through the process.
everybody ain't able. I just got a
Mhm.
fantasy league.
We got a letter, and we can read it.
Look, I got a fantasy league, okay? I'm
You,
just
you
yeah.
see how he changed topics real quick though, right?
Right, 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 right.
Like I told her, I think Q hated when I read through his bullshit, but it's all good.
Man, I
Oh,
don't be paying you no
it's the
attention.
holidays. It's the holidays and the Hallmark got the countdown to Christmas movies going. So I'm in my merry and bright season. So, I'm kind of giving them a pass, but January the 4th is coming. So, it's coming.
So Shimmy, how you been doing? Since your mom, you been doing okay?
Well,
I know everything's still fairly recent.
I've been doing pretty decent. I've lost 40 pounds.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Yay, good job.
I got 30 more to go to reach my goal, like the goal. Let's see. I'm in therapy, of course. This
that's
time on
good.
purpose. On
That's
purpose.
good. That's
On
good.
we just finished moving. Took us a month and a half to do it because I was just being slow. Yes, yeah, a month and a half to move. Yes, sounds a lot, but other than that, we're great. 2023 has some more surprises for us, and we will share that news later
Yeah,
with you
I
guys.
have
Okay.
I have a question though, Shimmy.
Mhm.
You said you lost 40 pounds
Mhm.
and you got 30 more to go. So
Mhm.
why don't you just say you're getting a breast reduction? Wouldn't that be easy to say?
Oh.
Because I because I'm not having a breast reduction. These bad boys ain't going nowhere.
But Shimmy, if
So
you lose too much weight, you're gonna be weighed down in the front. You know,
no, I
you
won't.
you gonna
No,
you're gonna be like, oh shit, I can't hold these motherfuckers up. Yeah.
no.
Well, I thought
Back
and
to
maybe
I'm getting back to the size I was in my flight attendant days.
yeah,
And
Okay.
my bad. My
my,
bad, Shimmy. I
they,
just
they
thought,
they adjust.
yeah. My bad. I just in my head, you was like, I thought it was like, you drop the 40 pounds, then you gonna get the breast reduction to take off the other 30. So it was like, okay, she gonna get a that's what I had in my head, because it was like, okay, the
These
40
babies,
pounds and the 30.
they
Those babies are very important to the mister.
very important. Yes, he is. Y'all know how his size. I'm not going. Y'all know he's not very highly proportioned. So I lose in here. So we have to be very cautious. So I might get a breast reduction one day, but not right now.
Reggie, you just see what Shimmy did, but see, she did it on the cool. She did this, Reggie.
I
She
know.
did that on the cool. You
Yeah, I know.
see? So let's read this letter real quick, and I'm gonna get y'all off of here. So this letter, I decided to name. My wife borrowed money from my best friend. So it goes a little like this. MTG crew, my name is Jackson. I come from Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to the ATL, Black Power. So sorry, Stacey Abrams. So sorry. Anyway, I've been married to my wife, Lindsay, for 19 years. And recently I found out that my wife and my childhood best friend, Junius, have has a secret money relationship. They've been borrowing money. She's been borrowing money from him at least 15 years. They've been married 19. She's been borrowing money 15 of the 19. Okay. Crew, I make over $200,000 a year. I cover all our bills, housing expenses. We have 4 cars. We have multiple properties and everything else she needs. I even give her an allowance of $4,000 a week. A week, he's saying. A week, he's saying. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mo Swag is in the house. Good morning, Mo.
Well, y'all didn't say nothing to me when I was on earlier.
Mo, I was about to, but then you hung up, and then it was loud, and then you said I'll be right back, I think, and then you hung up.
Okay, hold on. I got. Never mind. I'm gonna let you finish because the math ain't mathing. But go
Okay,
ahead.
let's finish the letter real quick. So he gives her a $4,000 allowance. $4,000 a week allowance. Both our kids are in college. I pay for that. She hasn't worked in years because I told her she didn't have to. Maybe that was a mistake. Junius and I recently had an argument over a football pot, and in this argument, he tells me to pay him what my wife owes him. Of course, this caught me off guard because I had no idea that my wife was getting money from him. So when I thought he was just tripping, but she did confirm it when I asked her about it. I asked her, why would you be borrowing money from my best friend? And she said she needed a nest egg and he never had repayment terms.
Okay, I got problems.
Wait,
Wait a minute. We almost through. We almost
Oh,
through. Almost through. She claims that they aren't involved, but I beg to differ. So I'm having private investigations done, having a private investigation going. I will update y'all when those results come back. Should I be worried? I may end up losing my best friend and my wife, signed Jackson from the ATL. So Mo
what's
Jackson, he got a wife, 19 years, Mom. Just catching you up on the left because you can get to get him. 19 years married, right? He found out his wife been borrowing money from his best friend for 15 of the 19 years. He say he give his wife $4,000 a week. He makes $200,000 a year. They have multiple properties. They have a lot of shit going on, and he's trying to figure out why his wife is borrowing money from the best friend. The best friend say, "Give me my money." When we get into it, Mo is doing the math right now. Reggie's already done the math. And yeah. So they got into it. Want him to pay the wife back or whatever, but she been getting money from him for 15 years. So yeah, y'all go ahead. So who wants to start? Shim, you want to
what's
look here.
start? Okay, go ahead. I'm
Look,
listening. What y'all got?
I will start with the math first, right?
hold on,
So,
Okay,
hold on, Reggie, before you do that. What's this best friend name? I stopped when you said that.
Junius is what comes up on here. Junious.
it could
Junius.
have been Julius. It might have been a typo. Could have been.
No, because he
Oh,
he typed his name twice.
oh, well, never mind. Well, anyway, so let's get to the hardcore part, right? Because the math ain't mathing, right? So
Last
this
thing
man
that.
says he makes
Sorry, y'all.
over $200,000 a year, but he gives his wife $4,000 allowance per week. Now that's the $4,000 a week allowance is over $200,000. That's $208,000. My bad. My math's a little off. It's early in the morning. So that's $208,000. So, bruh, how you got these houses, these properties, and these 4 cars if you giving her your whole check? The math ain't mathing. So, number one, you're lying about something. Number two, here's the thing. If your wife has to borrow money and you got all this going on and she wants a nest egg, I'm trying to figure out, well, you lying about something. Because ain't no way if you pulling in all this money and giving her a $4,000 month allowance and you taking care of all the bills, you giving her a she don't have a need for no extra money, bruh. There's some lying going on in this letter. Real quick.
Nope.
Not only that, now if all that is true and maybe the math is wrong, whatever, okay, cool. But over 15 years, he gave your wife money and ain't been doing nothing. And if this your childhood best friend and he see you rolling around with houses and cars and all of this, ain't no way he ain't giving your wife no money. He giving her some dick. And a little pocket change that he leaving on the dresser when he leave.
Little hush money, just a little bit.
So, bruh, you lying. First of all, you lying to us and you're lying to yourself. So you can come out and tell the truth, and that's cool and fine, and I get it. But if you're gonna write into this show, understand that I'm gonna break your letter down in terms where it makes sense, because this ain't making no sense. Because you got kids in college, $4,000 allowance, houses, property, 4 cars, and if the kids in college, that means you got extra cars. So yeah, you have to be making about $600,000 a year to be able to do all this.
And
He got this off an episode of Martin. Y'all remember the one where Gina borrowed the money from when they was doing the little question thing, and Gina borrowed the $5 from Cole or whatever, and they was talking about men having the power over the money. You remember that episode
I think
when they
so.
when they
Yes.
figured out that Gina made more money than Martin?
Martin, yeah.
That's what that's a whole episode of that. He just watched that episode this week. It came on. Next letter. He
Mo,
lying.
what you got? Mo got some. Go ahead,
no,
Mo.
no, I agree with Reggie, and I agree with Shimmy. I ain't watched Martin before, but you know what? That's another story altogether. But yeah, if it ain't, he ain't making no money, so it don't make sense. So he lying.
So can I ask y'all something? Because I just want to know. So okay, so I'm thinking in my brain, right? This is my brain, because y'all brain function properly. Mine don't. So
Cause smoking that stuff.
in just a minute. But
Stop going to the store. Stop going to the store.
the soul come to me. But but the thing is, like, okay, so what if he had like investments? What if he had things to tide her over? Because it sounds like to me, I'm with y'all. The math ain't mathing, but at the same time, it also sounds like that he's desperate trying to give her what she wants. To me, it kind of sounds like, well, I'm giving her this, I'm giving her that. Why would she be borrowing money from him? Well, that's obvious. I ain't giving you no money in addition to knowing what my best friend supposedly make, like Reggie said, and not giving you something extra to go with. Now, the letter didn't mention if the best friend was married or not. If your best friend ain't married, he probably knocking off your wife.
Look here, I'm gonna tell you something, Q, and people gonna think I'm crazy, right? But here's the funny part. As a man, as a man, if a woman is married and she asks you for money, don't
What?
respond. Don't respond, because if that was if it was a true issue, and this is your best friend and y'all needed money, the man would be asking for the money. You don't even respond. That ain't your real best friend.
Yep.
Because
Agreed.
I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on. If one of my friends' wives would have asked me for money, I'm not responding. Period.
Right.
No response at all will ever come from me. And it's on principle because as a man that is married, your husband, if you're in a financial need and you going to somebody else to ask for some money, to ask for help, it should be you asking and not your wife.
Right.
And
Period.
Okay,
go ahead,
then
Mo.
Reggie, let's take it to another level. Maybe I'm old fashioned and old, but I'm still cute. So kiss my booty. But
I would say Mocha, yeah, you both of them. So we know.
Reggie, okay, maybe we do it differently over here. But why? Who gets an allowance? Don't you just take the money you need?
But see, Mo, there you go starting shit, Mo. There you go starting shit. Did
Well,
nobody
Let me pull
Reggie,
out.
ask you to be
Let me pull
right?
out all the cards that got our name on them.
Wait a
Like,
minute, Mo. Did nobody ask you to be right? Okay.
I mean, Reggie, am I
I'm
right?
just.
Am
That's
I?
facts, though.
Who
That's
takes?
facts.
I mean, who? Why you give me an allowance when all I can do is just take the money into the cash
Swipe the
app
card.
or
Swipe the
take
card.
his car? Reggie, I was speaking to this coworker and she was like, "Well, yeah, my husband sent me money cash app." Blah, blah, blah. I said, "Okay," and she's like, "My name is not on his card." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, tell him to take a picture of the front of the card and the back of the card, and you can pay your bills." And she's like, "Well, we'll just go to the bank." What the hell? You get the front of the card, the back of the card, you pay the bills. I don't understand. But Reggie, help me. You getting allowance now? I don't know. I didn't know. I ain't got no allowance.
Well, Mo, she don't work.
Oh, well,
Don't matter.
the money is hers, just like it's his. I know
Exactly.
but she work
When
in the house with the kid. I don't understand. Who gets an allowance?
Well, their kids
when
is
when
supposed to be in
you
college,
said
so
when you said till death do us part, I now introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. That's it. That's it.
and listen,
You can go swipe every card. You ain't got to be asking. Just say, "Hey, babe, I went to the store. Just so you know, this is what I did." And that's it.
and can I just say this? Because again, bro, you said in the letter that you don't think nothing is going on. Something wrong with you. Something is clearly wrong with you. And I'm gonna
Why is
say
your
this.
homeboy, your wife, that close?
And wait a minute, it's already bad enough that your best friend didn't say nothing to you, but your wife, bro. How about year 4? They've been fucking around. Okay,
I,
That's
how
my
about
vote.
that?
I am
That's my vote.
not worried about the sexual thing. I am worried about her money management going on. What's going on? If
Mo,
4,000 a week, 4,000 a month, or 4,000 a year, why is it? Why is he giving you money? You just take it. I don't understand.
why
Maybe
you
I'm.
not
And
saving your money
but
though?
even if he giving her, like Mo said, even if he's giving her 4,000 a month, week, day, whatever, what are you doing to the point to where you haven't figured out how to manage this $4,000 that you're getting? What exactly are you buying mansions every week or something? Like what are you doing?
She probably
And
going to
what do
the
you
boat.
have to show for this money?
What's the address on there? She probably going to the boat with me once a week. I probably see her at the table.
Miss Montgomery said sound like they had something on the side going on, and apparently the little fling done went south, and now the dude mad and done got into it, and out of anger he like give me my money, and by the way we've been sleeping together. That kind of sound like that. That kind of sound like that on the cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
but
I
that's
used
a
to.
but that's also, why would you put your husband in a position like that as
Right,
well?
Oh,
right.
Because when you
she
think
don't.
about it, you're borrowing money from another man, and people can be petty. Men and women can both be petty. You've now put your husband in a position, because I guarantee you it wasn't just them two in that room. Because when he said, "Go on and give me the money your wife owed me too," I bet you it was some old men in that room. So now that make your husband look bad, like he not taking care of his own house.
So Jackson, we need details. So you gonna send a rebuttal letter? We need details. We do want the results from the private investigator. So
Well,
we need that.
if you have to do a private investigator, you already know the answer, so he need to save that money. And two, um, depending on how old Jackson is, I got some girlfriends for him. What geographical location is he in?
He's in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Jackson a liar. Don't
Oh,
hook him
he
up
in,
with none of your friends.
oh
Mm-mm,
Jack,
But
mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'm
Jack,
sorry, but hey, y'all notice a pattern here?
what?
Hey, y'all
What?
notice the pattern? We don't ever get any follow up letters. We got like one or two follow up letters because usually we break their shit down and they just they it collapse.
Cause they embarrassed.
We need you to send that in, man. We need to know details. We need to know a little bit more about your finances because,
You
and yeah,
said it
I'm saying that
collapsed.
because we need to know because Reg is an engineer and Mo's a good teacher, and they both add real fast in their head. Me, I add real fast if it's not no more
Well,
than three numbers
look,
per column.
look,
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you right
so
now. I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
right now. Like he already in an 8 grand deficit. So you
Yeah,
make $200,000 a year. You giving her 4 grand. 4 grand a week is $208,000. You make 200,000. So if you after you do taxes, that puts you right around $155,000 a year. But I don't know what Atlanta state income taxes is. So let's just go on around it down to like 140 a year. So you already at a $70,000 deficit on just her allowance.
He live in Pillar the Post. So
Make it make sense.
well,
Make it
in
make sense.
Atlanta they like to keep up with the Joneses in Atlanta.
for
They
no
It
they,
don't
they
reason.
do
matter.
that
I don't care what your
hard.
credit score look like. Ain't no way you can live for 20 years on a $70,000 a year deficit.
and not be homeless. That's right.
I agree. I agree.
Well,
So we
then
need
on
some.
top of that, you say you got 4 cars. So if you make it $200,000, I'm just putting it out there. You make it $200,000 a year, right? That means you have a good decent career. That means that you're probably not driving a Ford or a Honda. That means you probably got something with some luxury behind it. That's easily another $80,000 on the low end. On the
Hmm.
low end.
I'm not going in debt to hang out with nobody. That's too much. No.
So I'm just saying, bro. This the and this is just off the dome, right? This ain't including none of your bills, the mortgages, the property. Now you may have had some bomb ass investments, and I give you that because here over the last couple of years, if you played your money right, you could have won a lot. I give you that. I ain't tripping on none of that. But it's so many holes to this story that ain't making sense, and the math ain't mathing. And I'm sorry, bro, but honestly, your wife getting dicked down by your best friend, and she been doing it for the last 14 years.
I hope Jackson didn't use his real name, and I hope Jackson didn't tell nobody to tune into the show today that know him, cause he ain't gonna be welcome on the basketball court no more.
Okay, now here go. I'm throwing a wrench in y'all's thing.
Uh
Jackson
oh.
Jackson's best friend ain't married. Jackson and his best friend are real close. Jackson and his best friend live in Atlanta.
I didn't think
I
about
can
that,
see the
Mo.
Rainbow
Oh
Coalition on that.
I
no.
didn't
I
think
can see the
about that,
Rainbow
Mo.
Coalition on that. I can see it. I can see
so
it.
so put that out there, Jackson. We want to know if you got some tendencies. Now we ain't being funny, but we're just saying, you just never know. Mr. Montgomery say, "Oh Lord, fans, don't send in no letters that involve money or numbers because the human calculator and the financial advisor over here gonna break your itch down and make you look like a fool. Please, please let people know that we don't really give a shit.
That's
Rich,
what I'm saying.
poor,
It's like people don't pay attention to the letters that have preceded them. I just
but I'ma say this: our letters are actually kind of better, somewhat, than the strawberry letter on the Steve Harvey show. They give us the quick version. I don't, and I guess maybe, and I guess maybe I started letting Reggie edit the letter because I take a lot out for time's sake. I take a lot out, and so I'm just gonna say this, bro. Send the letter back in. We want to know what's going on. No, Shim say no. Mo probably is probably agreeing. Reggie don't give a shit, but I want to know. I want to know because I want to
just
know why your
just
math ain't mathing. I also want to know if your best friend is married. I also wanted to know if your best friend is married. How close are y'all? I'm kind of like Arbor. We have questions. I have things I need to answer. I need y'all to go ahead and do.
Look, I'm sorry. I ain't got Q. I'm sorry. I don't have no questions. I just read through bullshit real quick. And that is what it is. Because honestly, if you're going to come to me with some bullshit, I'm gonna give you the truth, and that truth gonna be hard to hear because don't come in with no bullshit.
Mo, what the hell did you do?
What?
NBC News, Mo. Y'all, Mo gonna get our ass kicked off of every goddamn platform. In Mo on
What?
NBC News. What?
Which
Y'all,
story?
look. Hold on.
Is that the Kanye West story?
No, Mo. This is the story where it says, hold on, damn it. Let me get back. It says this is the story where NBS News, the 10-year-old boy was suspended from his Florida elementary school and faces charges of a misdemeanor battery after he was accused of inappropriately touching a school counselor during a hug, an allegation his family. Who is grabbing on your counselor's ass?
Well,
Him.
first of all, she gave him a hug. The child is 10. Look at the height difference. He can't butt hug her butt.
She shouldn't hurt. Wait a minute. This I'm me reading Mo's comment under Master Gas Entertainment. One girl, Miss Wilson, I'm gonna do it like that. She said she should have not hugged him in the first place during the school setting. Master Gas says, Miss Wilson, we agree. Never ever hug students ever. And then she says, this day and time, you can't hug anyone without it being made or something. That's true. I thought Mo had said something crazy because Mo, you had the shade room blowing me up the other night.
What
And
I
speaking of the
do?
shade room, okay, so I don't know if y'all heard, the shade room, they are trying to close the shade room down. So they are up against what they call it, Shimmy, when social media start cutting you off when you get to a
Oh,
certain amount of views.
uh, canceling,
It's
canceling
yeah,
people.
like they kind of giving like a cancel culture, blacklisting them on social
Yeah.
media. The Shade Room. So the Shade Room located right there in Dallas, and so I mean not in Dallas, where they in Atlanta. They're in
Uh-huh.
Atlanta, I think, somewhere over there. But
I get from the
they are under a little bit of attack. So y'all, let's keep the Shade Room under prayer because we get some of our stuff from them, and I like the Shade Room. And quite frankly, y'all leave them people alone. It's a black owned business. They're doing a great job. They ain't doing shit but posting what's out there, but they do it their way. And so y'all leave the Shade Room alone. Like seriously, leave the Shade Room alone.
Speaking of which, what y'all gonna do about Kanye and why did Kanye say that Beyonce and Jay-Z were being manipulated and Charles Barkley and LeBron James and
Hold on, stop, Mo, stop. Let's
okay,
let's stop right there. You
right.
lost me. You lost me when you brought up his name.
okay, I got
Look, that anything that's coming out of this man's mouth right now, he needs mental health help.
you. Okay.
Period. Because this is the strange part. When it's a white person, everybody wants to help them. When it's a black person, everybody wants to drag them through the mud. Get this man the mental help he needs. He needs some mental health help. That's the end of the story. You think
Okay.
about what this man has gone through, right? And I'm not saying his battle is any more no any more uh oppressing than anybody else's. But let's step back and look what he's been through. He's been through an accident where he had to have his mouth wired. His career blew up. He lost his mother and grandmother. Got divorced. Got married. Messed around with a Kardashian and had multiple kids with her. This man has been through some tragedy in his life. Let's keep that in mind before we start dismissing and running this man through the mud. Let's look at it from the fact that we got to get him some help to where because he's mentally not stable. Let's stop dragging our names through the mud and dismissing mental health in the black community. We have to stop doing that.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
And even with Reggie saying that, Reggie, I'm gonna say this because Mo said it first. I'm just repeating what Mo said. Anytime you get with a Kardashian, you're gonna have mental health issues.
Look, no, but see, here's the other part that people don't get though, right?
Scott,
Everybody's on. They talk about
Lamar,
Kyrie Irving. No, hold on. They talking about Kyrie Irving and this show he watching on Netflix that he gave everybody the link to. But ain't nobody saying nothing about the fact that Jeff Bezos owns the company that has it up. But oh wait, Jewish people are racist as fuck. And they don't even want to admit that black people are one of the 12 tribes of Israel. So shut the fuck up, Jewish people.
No,
And
no,
stop being no. It's a fact that Jewish people are racist as hell. And every time somebody come after them, they want to be all up in an uproar. But when somebody go after somebody else, they ass is quiet. So if
no.
you really don't have this whole stance about don't attack me, then you need to be supporting and just as loud when somebody attack black people, but you're not, because you don't even recognize that black people are actually one of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is why you will never enter your holy land according to your Bible, because you won't even accept the fact that one of the 12 tribes of Israel are actually black people. So shut the fuck up.
But they now are. They now are taking the Hebrews, the black Hebrews, and bringing them to Israel. They took them from America, the ones who tried to immigrate to
No,
America,
no.
and they
That's
now.
not what I'm talking. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You coming over to America, but you won't actually. Jews will not actually recognize that Ethiopian are actually one of the 12 tribes of Israel. They had to do DNA proof to get them, and they still denying it.
But
These
they,
are facts.
but they're now okay. I'm just saying, since COVID, they are now putting their money where their mouth is.
I ain't seen
Mm,
it.
They now
But
are.
mm.
here's the other part. If they so mad at Kyrie Irving, how come they ain't said nothing to Jeff Bezos?
Because Jeff Bezos is a Baptist and they don't like him anyway. But let me
But
tell you about Kyrie. Look, okay, this is my take on it. And I know this is going to come across real foul. I can't take up for nobody who don't have no wife like me. I'm going to say it for the 999,000 times. Had Obama been married to somebody who didn't look like Michelle, he would not have been voted in office, because people who look like me, who can't pass, don't like that. And that's just how it is. So Kanye, have your nervous breakdown. You're upset because your grandma who looked like me, your mama who looked like me, died. But yet you want everything that don't look like me, but you ran to Kim Kardashian. Same thing with Reggie Bush. You wanted Kim Kardashian, but you didn't want her, but you got somebody else who looked like Kim Kardashian. I ain't got no risk. I don't care. Y'all go ahead. Help the mental health people. Help them. Help Kanye. But when it comes down to it, you don't choose nobody who look like me. I don't choose to help you. Kyrie, you want to be everything but black. You Navajo. What you are is black. That's what you are. But you want to talk about everything else. Come on. Kyrie, do what you want to do and be with that woman who you didn't marry, who's half this and half that. And then your mama was Navajo and black and that. You want to be everything but black until they come down on you, and then they're like, well, black man, you wasn't black 2 weeks ago when you had that child. No, and no. So mental health, bless their hearts.
Mo,
We want to always make
Mo,
sure that we can pray for the mentally challenged and mental health and stuff
wait.
like that. But Reggie, I'm gonna have to kind of agree with Mo, because ain't no way you're gonna be a billionaire and ain't nobody knocking on your door say, "Don't you think you need to see somebody?" I'm there. There have to be people in his life to say, "You know what, bro? Why don't you think about it like this?" Now, I'm not saying that there's not, but I got a feeling that somebody done tried to say, "Man, you need to get some help," because at the end of the day, you can't be calling yourself normal and you walking around here with shoes on that look like belong in a storybook. You know, you can't be doing that at the end of the day and think that shit is
Q,
okay. And it's hot outside and you sweating under all of this. You got your face covered. That there is a whole lot going on with him. But if he
but
like Miss Montgomery said, if you can't lead the horse to the water, and if they don't drink it, the whole just sit there and die of thirst if they don't
but
drink it.
here, now Q, watch this. Everybody wondering why Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't coming to his help and
Because they put
being
their money.
no, look, no. Look. But look at how much Jay-Z and Beyonce involved with Rihanna. Look at how much Jay-Z involved with any other of the people that they've helped elevate. They show you the way and they sit back and expect you to teach somebody else, right? They not gonna hold your hand. They're gonna provide you the guidance, and that's what real leadership does. And I guarantee you, when was now think about it like this. Let's back up. Let's back up. Think about the last time Jay-Z was on a Kanye West album.
I don't. I don't
don't
know.
remember.
I don't know
I
Jay-Z's
don't
music.
know.
I know
I
it's a
stopped
hard
paying
knock
attention.
life. It's a hard knock
No,
life.
no, Shimmy, you know, don't you? It's
Jimmy
been
is
a minute.
quiet, baby.
It's been a so
That's
so
not good.
if ain't nobody tried to tell him, Mo, and Q, ain't nobody tried to tell him, but your actions speak louder than words. Because when Jay-Z fool with you, he ride with you. He ain't gotta be down on it. But guess what? Just like Lil Wayne and Drake, you ain't gonna go. Drake ain't released not one album that Lil Wayne ain't been at least on 2-3 songs.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me
Think
let
about
me wait. Hold on. I quick change the subject. And I hope Drake hear this shit too. So let me tell you something. You better stay off of my girl Serena Williams and her husband. Let me tell you something. You can't get mad because Serena Williams didn't pick you because you got a little dick. You can't get mad because Rihanna didn't pick you because you got a little dick. You can't get mad at these women because they didn't pick you because you brought your ass to the United States and you thought that you can throw your red leaf Canadian ass little 2-inch ass dick into these women and think that they weren't gonna talk about your ass. But all of a sudden now you mad because Serena married a white man. Well, obviously the white man got something a little bit more than what you pack in Yellowstone. So I want you to just get your bitch ass somewhere and get the fuck off of Serena. Cause that's my girl. I love her very much. Stay off her husband and her daughter. And and leave the fucking Megan Thee Stallion alone. If she let quit fucking with you because you got a little dick. So if you got a little dick, then stop writing making songs talking about, that you was best for all of them when they dumped your ass because you can't even reach the clip. That's all I got to say about that. Get off my people.
Shimmy,
Okay.
what you
I'm
got?
through.
Well, I mean, he just kept throwing out the word, little dick phrase.
Yeah,
So
don't say that. Don't say that no more. Don't say that.
right.
Oh, I got mad. I'm
Wait,
sorry. You
Okay.
allegedly,
can't be
Q.
coming
So
after
what
my girl like
Allegedly.
that,
I
man.
learned, this is what I learned. I just came back
Small
from
penis.
y'all see my ruby and glow that I got going on. I had a nice little tan. I was in Ruby. Anyway, so this guy told me we're gonna change the phrasing of the little
Yeah.
penal. It's now called a dicky do.
I'm not saying that.
So I learned that while I was in Aruba. Out of all the things I could have learned in Aruba, that's what I learned when I was in Aruba. So
Oh,
I
you
have
gonna
now
use that on the stage one day?
all my yes, I've adjusted all my jokes to the phrase of dicky do. You know how like the booty do, how y'all call women with booty doos is now called a dicky do for all of you men out there. There you go. So, if you are penis challenged, you now have a new phrase
Well,
for
we
yourself.
know that Drake is penis challenged, and he definitely got a dicky do.
Well,
Okay.
I'm
Cause
gonna
they
say
done
this.
said it.
We don't know that because
That's what they
Right.
said.
we
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
no
Allegedly.
we don't know that. We don't want to know that, and we don't want to talk about that because
Light
that ain't.
light skin, but light skin, they come with so many issues. They come with a lot of issues. And now
Yeah.
apparently allegedly that's an issue with them.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
say
back.
this. Look,
So back to Kanye. Oh,
no, let's
go
get
ahead,
off
Reggie.
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye,
No,
give me
let's get off Kanye and what were we supposed to talk about? We were supposed to
Why
talk
is
about
Texas still red?
no, we was gonna talk about the boundaries. Friends that don't have
Friends of the
boundaries.
boundaries.
Because we
yes.
know why Texas red. That
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Texas
are
red because Texas racist as hell. That's all it is.
gonna be forever red and all of their grandchildren are
Or mixed.
so there you go. So
You gonna you
Mo,
gonna
Mo's over it. Mo over it. That's the look. With Mo, when Mo get over something,
We just
She
gonna
she
be.
go to the eyes. She over it.
I mean, if we
The
want blue, we gonna have to move somewhere else. I mean, Texas is what it is. Everybody keeps this whole thing of Texas trying to be like California or whatever this new stupid mess I keep
look,
seeing. I we always been
look,
our own, period, and
yeah.
it is what it is at this point.
Look.
Yeah,
Texas is going to continue to be red because the GOP they do their messaging on fear and ignorance. This is why they don't want education. This is why they fight against education and they fight against empowerment and they fight against people voting. Because if they keep people at home, ignorant and broke, they're gonna follow them because they dumb.
that's right. That's right. And speaking of which, on as of yesterday, uh, the re-elected Governor Abbott, aka Hot Wheels, aka Noodle Legs, aka
Brokeback
um,
Mountain.
Oh my God!
Brokeback
Oh,
Mountain.
speaking of which, did y'all see his campaign? Okay, so this is what pissed me off in his
Mo-
campaign. This what made me mad in his campaign. He has a whole Hispanic family,
a whole one.
a whole one.
He does
No,
not.
no,
He does
no.
not have. He has a Hispanic wife, and they adopted a what, Shimmy? A daughter who looks like what?
I've never seen his daughter. I don't pay him no attention.
Oh, you
She's
ain't seen the
blonde.
doctor, little girl?
She's blonde
She
with
was a
blue eyes.
blonde girl.
Mhm.
But this is my thing. You married a Hispanic,
But here's the thing, Kimmy. This is the other part. They're not allowed to speak Spanish in his house.
but he had Spanish speaking on his ad campaign.
Ignorance,
Yeah,
ignorance.
yeah.
And he
They're
won.
not allowed to speak Spanish in his house.
He
He don't
won
like
you.
brown. He don't like nothing brown.
Mo, you know he won Uvalde County. And
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and he just sent his 300 busload of refugees to a neighboring city. 300 busload.
Well, okay.
I'm
Uvalde people
tired.
are voting against their interests, but remember, if we just keep this understanding, Hispanic people in Uvalde make up 78% of the area, the county, right? Okay. But when we talk about race, which people just don't understand, Hispanic people are mostly white. They align themselves with that race. So,
That's true.
and then Hispanic people are not a monolithic people. You got Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans. People try to lump them all together because of a language, and that's not right. That's just like if we all spoke English, we would all vote the same. That's not right. But they are trying to assimilate so badly. They want to assimilate so much that they think that the Republican Party is their grace and savior. Only to find out that the Republican Party cares nothing about them. But that's okay. You choose your poison. And the
You
the
choose your poison.
the,
Yep.
the elementary school where the shooting occurred, you have to understand the history of that elementary school. One, they didn't just close the elementary school because 19 children were shot and killed. They closed it because it had so many, it was up for destruction anyway, because they had so many problems with it. So but if they don't understand it and they want to be whitewashed by that money that they're receiving, then so be it. What they
More
need
because
to
they,
do
more
is
'cause they
improve.
getting more money than black folk.
Yeah, improve the immigrate. You want to improve the immigration system, then this is what you do. Everybody who has an immigration hold, or everybody who is in there, you know, make them build a wall. Everybody who's in prison, who are illegal, make them build a wall. How about that?
It's
Hmm.
Let's start asking people in schools, what's your status? How about that?
Yeah.
Uvalde, do what you do. And if you get 19 more shot, do what you do. That's
And
what you want to align yourself with them, and so be it.
do me a favor. I'm not being funny when I say this because we are just really speaking from the heart, and we do say, beware before you look at this show, 21 and up. Um, if your child get pregnant, you can't go to Oklahoma, you can't go to Louisiana, you can't go to the SIP. You have to go as far as Florida, possibly before term, to even do something with yourself. If you feel the
Oh,
need to go there.
that now let me tell you why that's a lie. You can't go to an abortion clinic and it can't be federally funded. But you better believe if Becky's daughter gets pregnant, she is going to use her private insurance, go to a medical facility, and get a DNC.
Mm-hmm. I know,
Becky's been
Mom.
Becky's been doing it for years.
That's
The
right.
the Lashikwas are the ones who've been going to federally funded, but Becky and her family have been doing that for years.
Let's
Well,
sequel.
well,
Let's sequel.
they changed those up. If y'all notice, all the commercials are now. If I have an unplanned pregnancy, I have the choice of who my child's parents are. Now they've all changed it to adoption stuff now.
Yeah,
So
because they want to get them children out them adoption agencies because private adoption agencies, y'all know that they are funded out close to $1 billion a year,
yeah,
and
and
they want them children out of there so
it's
they can make the state pay for them.
Well, no, they also want people to have more adoptions in the United States instead of going to Ukraine, which they can't do no more because they're blowing them up, or going to the Russian orphanages because they want to get the lily white children. Remember?
I'm over all of it.
Little
Close your leg.
Vladimir.
You said little Vladimir. Shimmy, are you in your closet? Because I want to have a closet
And
like that when I grow up.
unfortunately, I am in my closet because I haven't put up my jewelry stand.
She has a jewelry stand, Reggie. I don't have one.
So,
Reggie, where are you? What
you know,
hotel are you in, Reggie?
I'm
this
not in
is
the hotel,
home.
Mom. I'm in my bed.
And that is why I've been trying to get you married out. Look, ladies, look at that wonderful bedroom. Look at that.
Hey,
Look at
Jasmine.
that.
Jasmine says, "Do y'all think they're going to change it back?" You talking about the abortion law? Hell no. Bro, that's a
nope,
done deal.
nope.
I would tell you that's a done deal. In my opinion, I'm not saying that things could not change, but in my opinion, as long as the Texas Supreme Court, the Texas Senate, and the governor's office is ran by old white men, no, ain't happening. Ain't happening.
No,
Y'all, let's get some encouraging words. We have 129. Thank y'all so much for watching the show. We sure appreciate it. Make sure you share this broadcast with your friends, your foes, your frenemies, your family, all that good stuff. Thanksgiving is coming up. We want you guys to have a wonderful and safe holiday, all that good stuff. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. We're doing a weather change at this time here. We're going to start with Miss Shimmy. Miss Shimmy, thank you so much for popping up on the show. Would you give everybody some encouraging words while you get yourself together?
I know, because in a minute I'm gonna be yelled at if I ain't got my stuff on because it's supposed to be anyway. My encouraging word for this week and for the holidays is pray. If you pray, do what you do, but pray for one another's mental health, especially those of us that have lost loved ones and are going through the holiday season. I know it's gonna be tough for me, Mo, so you guys just be in prayer for your friends and your family and have a great happy holiday season.
Thank you, Miss Shimmy. Sure appreciate that. Most swag, what you got?
Oh, I want to piggyback off of what Shimmy said. Y'all are gonna ask a lot of people who are single. You're gonna ask a lot of people who don't have families in the area wherever you live, and you're gonna ask them for out to dinner for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Thank you for the invite, but just please know that when they say no, when they say yes, they're gonna come, and no, they don't. It has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them because they may not be able to get out of bed that morning. And
Mm.
and
Yeah.
and just know that, and don't take it as a personal affront. So, because a lot of people like us I don't have any family here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, extended family. So just know that the invite is wonderful. We thank you for the invite. But some days, if you're thinking about your mom and daddy and you just can't get out to bed for that holiday, it's not against y'all. It's just us. So keep that in mind.
Thank you, Mo. That's good. That's good information. Reggie, what you got?
All right. So sometimes, and I'm gonna get a little preachy here, but sometimes God has to provoke you into your purpose. Everything that's happening to you ain't because of something you did. Sometimes God has to irritate your spirit to make you move in the right direction. So sometimes He will provoke you into your purpose. Just remember that.
I like that.
That's good, Reggie. I like that. Mo, while you in the posting mood, go ahead and go on to NBC News right now and look at the story about the Tyson Foods CFO had went into the woman's house in Arkansas and he fell asleep in her bed intoxicated and he had no idea who she was.
I know, but you know what? I have a problem with that. How did he get in her house? How did he get through the garage? What kind of garage thing is that he can just open up everybody's garage?
They in
How
Arkansas.
how do you walk? It's Arkansas. Okay.
It's
Okay. They
Arkansas.
don't have locks. That's
See,
right.
that's why we ain't leaving Texas. I don't give a shit what you say. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for watching the show on today. We sure appreciate you guys watching the show. If I had to give you any encouraging words on today, I would say never, ever, 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 ever compare your light to somebody else's. Your light may be designed to shine one way, but somebody else's light may be designed to shine another way. Don't get upset if somebody's light is just a little bit brighter or if it's shining a little bit more in some other direction. Remember that your life and your light has a purpose. Make sure you get yourself into a place where you can allow your light to shine and never ever ever let nobody else dim it again. So that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all have a wonderful day and a great weekend. We're going to see y'all in a little bit. Miss Shimmy, again, thank you so much for joining the show on today. We see y'all on next weekend. Is it next weekend? Or we off next weekend? No.
You
We
don't know.
on next weekend. We off the next weekend.
You don't tell us until Friday night anyway.
Y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.